Thank you. So, good evening, everyone, and happy Saturday, happy weekend. I hope you had a great weekend so far. Half is still there, right? Well, for me anyway. Depends where you are, I guess. Let's see. We have Iris here today. Project presentation from Iris. I see someone, Iris, here. Let's invite them to talk. Iris. I hope you are on your phone, otherwise you can't talk. You can't be on your PC on Twitter. Is there someone from Iris here? Please ask to speak and I will unmute you. While we wait for Iris, I'd like to point out that we give information and education about the projects we host here. No financial advices whatsoever. So you should always do your own research and never invest more than you could afford to lose. Here we go. Now I see Iris. Someone from Iris. This is Mr. Arthur K. Let's see. It must connect first. Oh, he fell out again. I also had trouble to connect today. I was in here. I was able to speak. I thought, but I couldn't unmute myself. Every time I tried to unmute myself, Twitter muted me right away again, so I had to rejoin. Maybe it's the same for you, Arthur. There we go. Let's see.
Can you hear me?
Yes, hello, Arthur.
Hey, how are you doing?
Welcome. I'm doing great. It's a fabulous Saturday here in Sweden. Sunny
Uh,
and yeah, not really warm, but also not really cold, so
uh,
good weather.
that's a perfect day, right? Saturday.
Yep. Where are you at,
Well,
Arthur? Where in the world are you?
I'm here in the United States. I'm in the central. That's gonna be Iowa of the
All
United
right.
States. Yeah,
You
it's pretty
you have
sunny.
morning.
Yeah, it's in the morning here. It's
That's
around
good.
10.
All right.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me. I'll be talking about Iris, and I'll be talking about what we have in what we're planning to do with
That
Iris,
sounds good. Yeah.
and I will be giving you guys direction. But just as you said at the beginning, we are not financial advisors, so we always encourage you guys to do your own research before taking any decision on your own. The only thing I'm going to tell you is that Iris is dedicated to give you as much as possible signals for you to get that good choice. But it's still up to
Very good.
you to
Yeah.
decide, to decide whether you want to go in or not. It's
Exactly.
always
We
up
don't
to you.
force anyone. We just present the projects here, and you are here to
Yeah,
do that with Iris project. So, Arthur, you are the head of communication at Iris, right? Can you tell us a
correct.
little bit about yourself, when you started with this project, and yeah, about what you share with
Yeah,
crypto?
sure. I started with crypto very back in very long time ago. I heard about Bitcoin when it was in 2013 when it just started, but I didn't really get into it until 2015 or 2016 around that time. So yeah, for Iris, I started working with Iris a year ago, and I am a software engineer. I am part of the founding crew, but my role at this point is just being on the communication side. But I am a software engineer. I have almost 11 years of experience in software engineering. And in IT in general, I have around 15 years of experience. So Iris is kind of accumulation of what I have studied in crypto, in the crypto space in general, and along with the founding crew or our knowledge in artificial intelligence, in machine learning, sorry for the noise, and in software engineering. So Iris' goal is to help you take your decision as easily as possible and make you comfortable in that decision that you're taking. But before going deeper in the project, I first want to give you our base business model. Imagine you have a token that can allow you to make money on other tokens. That's the basics of IRIS. What does that mean for you as an investor? This simply means when you hold an IRIS token, you have that possibility to get those signals, those information that will allow you to invest in other projects that will potentially give you a good return on your investment. That's at its core, that's what IRIS is. So
Okay.
I'm gonna pause there for a second. Go back to you, Mary.
Yeah. Maybe also I would like to know how big is the team behind Iris? You said you started 1 year ago to work with this, and you're one of the core members.
Yeah.
How many others were working a year
There's
ago, and how
about,
many are you now?
yeah, sure. There's about 10 people, and we're trying to expand the team as the project moves along and grows. But right now, the crew will be around 10, and we maybe something that we'll talk a little bit later in the EMA. We are planning to hire security experts to be able to work with them in a daily basis. So we're planning to expand the team, and we have about 10 people for now.
Okay, good. And you said that Iris' main goal is to help investors to make the right choices. And
Yep.
And how is it going to do that? How?
That's the $1 million question.
Iris help me? No, you're going to tell me now, Arthur, aren't you?
Yeah, we have a 3-step approach. So first, we have a machine learning artificial intelligence algorithm that kind of filters project. And if you're in the crypto space, you've been in this space for a long time, you know that there's a lot of scam and there's a lot of projects. Every second, there's almost a new project coming out. So you as an investor, you don't want to be going and looking into all those projects. There's about 18,000 projects. I think the latest statistics that we have was there's almost 18,000 projects that comes out maybe within 6 months.
Yeah, and it's a lot.
There's a lot, and with this decentralized,
most of them die after a while.
Yeah, they do die. So you don't want to invest in a project that is potentially going to die. You don't want to invest in a project where you invest, let's say, $1,000, and maybe a month later, when you open your wallet, you just have $10 worth of that coin, even though you have millions of the coins. So that's a kind of what we're trying to filter here with the artificial intelligence algorithm. And the second step to our 3-step approach is that we have on-chain data analysis. On-chain data analysis, we use different services that I'm not going to name here. We use these different on-chain data analysis services that kind of help us filter more projects, meaning that when a project passes that first step, which is our artificial intelligence algorithm, It goes to that second step, which goes to the on-chain data analysis services. And lastly, we have human intervention. I know you guys are always afraid that machine learning and artificial intelligence is going to replace human, but we are always going to.
Who knows?
We are
Who
always
knows?
going to intervene. So, as our third step, we have a human intervening on each project that we list on our app, which is his job is typically to go and do more analysis on projects that have passed those two steps. And then when we think a project is good enough to be on our Iris app that I've not described yet, but we can talk about it, then we list it on Iris app. That's
Okay.
basically how we do things.
So the app that we're going to talk about now is listing the good projects.
The good projects.
And how you're going to find the good projects is with an AI.
Yeah. The financial industry is the most complicated industry that we have in the world. AI can replace a lot of jobs, but I don't see that being able to replace the financial industry very soon. Why? Because the signals that move the market, move the price of a token, are very unpredictable in the sense that it involves humans, and humans are very unpredictable. Right? So what we do is, given our different artificial intelligence model that we have, we base ourselves on the data that we use for training those models in order to detect project that I would say potentially, because nothing really guarantees. You don't have that 100% guarantee that it's going to be what we are saying, but at least based on the model that we train our AI with, you have at least, I would say, a 70%, 80% chance of that project being what we said it's going to be. And you can see if you have used Iris app, we have multiple projects that we have listed that you can see have actually performed very well according to what we predicted.
How many did you list, and how do I, as a project owner, get listed there? Can I reach out to you and ask to be listed, or do you randomly choose the ones you like?
Unfortunately, I would not say unfortunately, but you can't reach out to us to get listed. Just because, because you can create a scam project and reach out and maybe pay money to get listed. We don't receive money for anything. We don't list anybody just because they request. They want to get listed.
So you list for free. The projects don't pay to get listed.
Correct.
On your.
Correct. We list for free.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, we list for free, and we do our analysis. We choose project. We kind of have. We listen to events on projects that are coming out, and we kind of do analysis on those projects. Like, let's say Mary was going to create a token today. When you create it, let's say if it's on Binance,
the Mary token, everyone knows about it in here.
Yeah, and then
it's coming soon.
Then we know when you do create it, and we can start doing analysis, and we feed it to our artificial intelligence, and it will let us know. It will kind of give us a perspective on that token, and
you better list it.
Yeah, and what the main advantage with Iris app is that you don't have to pay anything. You don't actually, all what we offer is free Free in the sense
Okay,
that
but then
the only thing you need is to hold Iris tokens.
okay, so my next question then is how do you make money?
That's a good question. We don't make money.
Yeah, if everything is for free.
Yeah, we don't make money just because we, for now, are just trying to reach out to a number of users on our app. We have today, as I'm talking, we have I think it's 1,200, around 1,200 users on Iris app, and we have a target for at least 1 million users, and then we can look at how to make money. We don't really plan to make money uh, as soon as possible, and the main reason too is that we don't work, we don't depend on Iris to live, which is a good thing because we have certain jobs that we do in order to make a living, uh, and it gives us that ability to work on Iris without looking for money, without just saying, "Hey, we need money for this, we need money for that." No, we have jobs and we have a
So you're
target.
just making a service for the crypto space,
Correct.
basically.
Correct. We're
Oh,
just making
wow.
services, not a service, but we have multiple services. Uh, so
So you don't earn any money from any of your services because I read on your
uh-huh.
white paper.
Yeah.
There's lots of things. There's Iris token, Iris app,
Mm-hmm.
Iris art, which might be NFTs,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
Iris games,
Mm-hmm.
Iris plugin,
Yep.
which I don't really know yet.
Yep.
Iris army, is that your?
It's our
That's
army.
your.
Yep.
That's your army.
It's our army.
That's your-
So yeah, as I said earlier, the plan for now is not to make money. Uh, the way we're planning to make money in the future will be through those NFTs, through maybe other merch and through other things. But we don't really plan to get money from our investors. So that's basically the plan. And it's true we have some transaction fees that we take out of each transaction, but we don't sell Iris token. I'm telling you, I'm talking to you right now. I've never sold any Iris token. So
But aren't you gonna have a pre-sale and launch the Iris token, or is it launched
it's
already?
launched already. It's fully
It's
launched,
launched.
and
Okay, okay.
we did all that prior to be on this forum. Yeah, it's launched and it's live, and we have. Uh, I mean, it's only on Binance for now, but we're planning to move out, go to other blockchain eventually.
Okay. But you also plan to have your own blockchain
Correct. Yep.
because it says Iris chain here.
Correct. Yep. As I told you earlier, we are software engineers, and we the only thing we need is to when we reach that state where we can make money, we will be able to, when we are self sufficient, and that we know our project can be sustainable, then we can start working on our own blockchain because we have the knowledge. We do have a lot of knowledge. We have software engineers, we have data analysts, we have a lot of very knowledgeable people on the team. So that's a plan for the future. But for now, we have Iris N, we have Iris App, we have our P2P platform. Iris N is our staking solution. Iris App is where you get all the projects that you can potentially invest in and make a good return on investment. And the P2P platform for now is just for you to be able to sell your Iris token and have it in your local currency. So that's what we have for now. But the future for us is,
Okay.
I think, is bright because first we have a model where we encourage our users to hold our token, and we have a model where we don't really depend on the projects to make a living. And I think with that, we are passionate and we just want to work on some services. And then I think that's enough for us to go to the moon.
Okay. So what is next, or what of all of these utilities that you list in your web page or white paper is already in use, and what is next?
All of these services are in use. Iris app, you can use it. You can download it on Play Store. We are coming up next with the iOS version. Uh, Iris Earn is usable. You can stake your Iris tokens. The P2P platform is already functional and you can sell your Iris token, but we're planning to add other tokens in for now it's just for Iris token. So that's what is
But you can also
short
buy
term.
and sell Iris on PancakeSwap or
Correct.
other
Yeah. You can buy and sell it
places.
on
Yeah, okay.
PancakeSwap. But on the P2P is for you to sell it and get money in your local currency. Let's say I want to get USD, for example, and I don't necessarily want to go on PancakeSwap and swap my Iris token and get maybe BNBs and send those BNBs to an exchange and sell them on an exchange. I don't want to go through that steps. Then I go to on the P2P and I list my token and the number of token that I'm selling, and somebody that is interested in buying them will just buy them and send me the currency, send me the USD. So all those services are really available, and you can use them.
So it's decentralized then.
Correct. Yep. Decentralized P2P.
All right, and this Iris Battle, what is that?
Iris Battle. Can you elaborate a little bit? Because I'm kind of
No.
lost. Battle.
Wait,
I was expecting
side
army,
behind.
but but battle.
No, but it says on page 9 in your white paper, it says Iris Battle here. Rule. It will be the same principle as Candy Crush Sage with more options.
Okay. I
Participants
see
start
what you mean. No,
the
the game.
game.
Yeah. Well, and as you see on our
So it must be with the game.
Yeah, as you see on our white paper, we are planning to develop games. Unfortunately, I don't think an hour would be enough to go through all our plans for the future. But Iris Battle is our play to earn project that we are planning for the near future. And it's a game where you will play and earn some Iris token, just like in a gamifier experience that we have in all these new games. So we're planning to build games. We're planning. I don't want to go back to the plugging as well because we are planning to create plugins on CMS, content management systems like WordPress, like Shopify, like WooCommerce, where you can just plug in and be able to buy stuff with Iris token. So just to come back to your question, that's our play to earn solution that we're thinking about for the near future. But for now, we have very other priorities.
It's not out yet.
Yeah.
All right. So this army, it says like the least active member will be removed from the membership list without any notice to give the members on the waiting list a chance. So what does that mean if I join your army, or that's on Discord, or where is the army?
To join the army, you have to make a request on our Telegram through our, to the founder directly. But what it says there.
So it's not the same as just join your community. It's not the same.
No, the community and the army is two different things. The army,
Okay.
yeah, the community is the community. Everybody is welcome, but the army is mostly like, I would say, people that work for Iris, but not directly work for Iris, because they get rewarded. They get rewarded by doing certain
So
things.
they help shield the project, you mean?
Yeah,
Or
they help shield the
they help
project.
retweet and
They tweet. They talk about the project. They make they kind of describe our project, describe our roadmap, describe our short-term project, our short and our long-term project to everybody who wants to know. So that's their role. And obviously, we want people that are active. We want people that are trying to do something. We don't want somebody to just come in and just sit and not do anything. Sorry.
no,
That's
I
the reason.
understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was the same as a community. That's why.
No.
If I'm not active, I will get
Everybody
removed
is
from the
part of the
community.
Iris community. Everybody is part of the Iris
Okay,
community.
very good. All right.
Everybody is part of the Iris community. So
So,
yeah.
so what do you say, Arthur? Is there something that you want to mention before we go to some questions from the audience?
Uh yeah, what can I mention? Just that Iris is very I think you guys can trust in this project because first we don't depend on the project to make a living. You know, many projects that fail is most of the time is because their founders kind of live out of the project. They need, you will notice that sometimes they get the tokens are sold just maybe to take care of the employees and all this thing. We don't do that. We don't do that. If you look at our chart recently, we went very very high. We went very high, but you will never see us selling. Sorry for the noise I heard.
So is there any team tokens
Yeah, we do.
allocated somewhere? Or?
There's the team has a certain amount of token that is locked. We don't really sell it, and we have plans for it. Mostly, we will do some airdrops sometimes, and we will reward the army with some of the token. But
Okay, so
but
it's
of
not
course we
every team
do.
member has.
At this point, we don't team members. I have few tokens, but not all the team members have tokens.
What? Really?
Yep.
So you had to
No.
buy
We
yourself, you mean?
let me get that clear. We have token for the company as a company, but individual team member do not have tokens. If that makes sense.
From you mean? Or
No,
no, it
from the
doesn't really.
project.
I mean,
Yeah.
team members are allowed to buy tokens
Oh
themselves, right?
yeah. Sorry. Maybe that's a misunderstanding. Yeah, you as a team member, if you put that hat of a community member, you are allowed to go and buy the token and do whatever you want to do with. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine.
But
But I was.
but I mean, if a team member is not interested in investing in its own project, that's weird,
Okay.
I think. So
Yeah. You're right.
I hope they have tokens.
No, on our own, we have token that we bought on the market, right?
Yeah, okay.
But now I was seeing your question in the way that maybe the team members
Yeah,
can
you
go and
misunderstood and
sell,
I misunderstood.
yeah,
That's fine.
and go and
So the
sell the
team
token. No,
members have tokens, but they bought
they
them
bought it themselves.
themselves.
Yep, correct. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
good explanation.
All right. Good. Okay, should we take some questions from the audience,
Sure, yeah.
Arthur? All right, let's see. I'm gonna try and unmute a few people. Let's see if we have some people here. I'm gonna unmute Lord C. and J. Let's see if they can talk. Sometimes they fall out when they try to connect. Let's
Yeah.
see. Do you like it, guys? Make thumbs up if you like the project so far. Jay, what's your question,
CJ.
Jay?
Yeah, hello, good evening. So,
Hello.
so my
Hello.
question is regarding the AI. So, I mean, I read that you guys use the AI tools to find the best projects to help crypto investors. So, like, I want to know,
Yep.
like, what's the programming behind the AI, and what criteria does the AI look to determine the best projects to invest? And should we follow the AI signals and invest in the project, and it later turns out to be a rock pool? Is there any sort of insurance policy, basically?
Yeah, thanks, Jay, for your question. That's a very good question. Yeah, the way you judge a service is by its result, right? So if you have downloaded Iris app, you can you can go back in all the projects that were listed on Iris app, and you can kind of see the average of how those projects are performing. Right. Right now, if I open my Iris app, I see a project that was listed. Sorry, an example of project that was listed on Iris app would be this DAO. Let me see. What's the name? Singularity DEO. It was listed on Iris app in October 2022. And so far, it has gone up to 10x. So that's the only way you can judge if what we're doing is working or not. So in an example of the Singularity DEO, is 1,000% up since October that we listed it. That's a kind of a proof that it's a kind of what shows that what we're doing is working. And I'm not going to tell you that everything that we do works, right? There's also some project that we have listed, but very few of those, the project that we have listed, have not performed as we expected. Another example that I will give you will be Fetch AI. That has been, since we listed it on Iris app, did 300% going up. So that's what shows that what we're doing is working. And as you to know what are the criterias, we already have like data coming from. It's mostly about the data that we have on the blockchain itself, and how certain project, you can tell which project is going to be a potential rock pool or not. You can, when you go, you do, even yourself, when you do an analysis on a project, when you go, if you look at the founder wallet, you see maybe the founder has like, let's say 80% of the token. You see certain pattern where maybe a wallet is buying and selling and doing things like that, buying and selling to generate volume. You have multiple things that you look at to say, hey, this project is not really, I don't think it's going to perform. But you can be wrong, but AI does that for us. And I think so far it's been doing a good job. And we are we keep trying to improve it and improve it. And The only thing I can tell you is that we get different signals, different information that we train our AI model with. The programming itself is not really important, but what is really important in AI industry is mostly about you being able to train your AI for it to give you the best result that you want to get. So I don't know if that has answered your question, but please do let me know if you need more clarification on something else.
Well, yeah, you actually answered quite a bit of the question. So
Okay.
I'm confused about now is the
Mm-hmm.
projects that the AI works on. Is there
Mm-hmm.
like is it the multitude of, is it every single project in the crypto space now, or is it a selected few that the Iris team actually
Mm-hmm.
directs the AI to work on?
Obviously, we cannot really, for now, we cannot work on every single project in the crypto space because there's just so many blockchains nowadays. When we when we had only Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain, it was easy. But nowadays we have so many. But what I can tell you is that we have a handful of projects in all these blockchains. We do select them, and we select them based on certain criteria. We don't go and get everything that is created. And as I told you, every single minute there's a new project coming on, especially on Binance Smart Chain. There's so many projects that are just created every day. So we do a selection there.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, it's insane.
Let's move on to next question, shall we?
Sure.
Thank you so much, Jay. Lord C, what is your question?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey,
Yes,
we
we
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you.
Hi. My question is, most times when new project comes out, they tend to lose focus immediately they are making progress. So how do you plan to motivate your teams ahead of the project and after the project success? I don't know if you get my question.
Yep. That's a really good question. Thank you for asking that. The first thing that I want to tell you guys is the passion. We have passion in what we do, and also it does benefit us as well. So I'm going to tell you that I also use Iris app in order to make my own decision to invest in other projects. That's the base motivation that we have because we want to make something that we can use ourselves and make sure that we make money out of it. And we want to share that with you guys, right? That's the base motivation that we have. And I think normally that's the only motivation that you should have because I cannot tell you how this has helped me. Personally, it has helped me. I've been able to make money on all the projects using my own things that I built. And when that happened, you're very happy of what you did, right? And I think that's enough. So,
Sounds good, yeah.
yep. I don't know if that answers your question. Maybe you want me to go further in detail.
No, it does. It does. Thank you very much. The rest of my question, I will ask it on your Discord group. Thank you, crypto miners, and thank you, Mary, for this opportunity to speak.
Thank you,
Sure,
Lord.
thanks.
Have a nice day. We have CS up next. Hi, CS. What is your question?
All right. Thanks, Mary, and thanks for the opportunity. It has been a very informative one and interesting with the new trend, the AI. So my question to the IRISTOKEN is, a lot of people are actually talking about the AI, the advantages of the AI. So I've always been wondering, what are the disadvantages of this program? So, from your own perspective, what do you think is the disadvantages of using AI? in the blockchain industry, in security or in any way? Is there any challenge? Is there any disadvantages in deploying AI? Thank you.
There is a lot of advantages in using AI in general, right? And I would say there are a few disadvantages, but it depends how you see things. Nowadays, I'm going to talk in general. Nowadays, you can see that in factories, robots have replaced men that used to do work there. That's thanks to the AI. It makes things faster. It makes things reliable. But in the same time, it kind of get other people out of their job. It kind of create that kind of imbalance. So the main thing I can say is that you have to live in the now, meaning that you have to evolve. So that means if today I was a carpenter, tomorrow I need to go with the trend of what is going on. I think everybody should, at least today, try to understand what AI is, try to leverage AI to do their work. I don't think it's about fearing AI today, but it's instead about trying to use AI to do your work. Just as an example, we have ChatGPT, which is a very great tool. If you use it well, you boost your productivity in using it. Let's say you're an artist. You can use stable diffusion to create art. You can use all these platforms that just came out, like Midjourney and all these platforms that are coming out. You can use that to boost your productivity. Now, in order to create an art, you don't need like days and days, but you can just go on one of these great tools and type the right prompt, and then it comes out with the right art for you. That's in general. But in the blockchain space, AI is not going to be it's not going to be a threat. Why? Because of what I told you earlier, the financial industry is very complicated. Yeah, it's a very complicated industry. Actually, things that move prices are really unpredictable, really, really unpredictable. And you cannot say for 100% that something is going to happen. And if you look at how AI works, it bases itself on pattern. It bases itself on things that has happened. It bases itself on data that people have already produced. But in the financial industry, you need to think ahead. You need to think ahead. You have to guess what people are going to do. So that's what makes it really complicated. And so in the blockchain space, the only usage of AI nowadays is to do the analysis on the data that is already there. That will kind of do that first prediction for you. And then you, as yourself, you have to come in as a human and do another analysis on those projects that the AI gave you in order to say, yeah, I can invest on this or not. And that's exactly what we do at IRIS. And looks like CS still has his hands up. So does that mean I have to go?
Thank you, CS. Let's have next question up, and that is North.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
All right. Thank you very much. Sorry, my network is a bit mess. I'm on transit. So my question is, I saw your concern on the situation of Nigeria when you made a post that says the situation of Nigeria is getting worse with banks. Access to crypto is getting more and more complicated. So I want to know, how do you intend to cause a change in that particular country using your project? And do you think they would easily accept what you're bringing to them?
Oh, thanks now for that question. There's always a pushback. Everywhere in the world, when you talk about crypto, especially to government, there's always a pushback. But what I can tell you for now is we have a P2P and it's available in Nigeria. And with P2P, as I explained to you, is let's say you want to you want to access you want to buy some Iris token. You just go on on our P2P and you see all the listings that are there. If you're interested in any, then you can request to buy Iris token, and the person that listed will just send you the Iris token to your wallet, and you will just have to send them the money. That's it. You can use a local transfer service, maybe mobile money or something like that. So it's as simple as that. And in that case, you don't really have to do any other thing in order to get those cryptos, if that makes sense. Did that answer your question, Not?
So sorry, North. I removed you because you were so noisy. So I hope he is happy with that.
Yeah, it looks
answer,
like he's sending some hearts,
Arthur.
so I guess he's happy.
Yeah, we were in the traffic in Nigeria. So
Good thing. What is really good about this industry is that you're everywhere at the same time. So
yeah, we are everywhere at the same time.
Yeah,
it's amazing. So thank you, North. He sends hearts, so I think he's happy. And the time goes very quickly when you have fun. So maybe we will wrap it up a little bit. And thank you everyone for coming and asking your questions. I see there was lots of discussions also in the chat here. So people are very interested to know more, and I will tell you all guys to go to their the socials like Telegram, Discord,
Telegram
where
website. Telegram is best.
Telegram.
Yeah. But you have tons of information on our website. You have our Twitter page.
And the white paper is
good
to read.
Yep. You have all
read
that.
the white paper first, then ask your questions in the Telegram group. That's maybe a good way to do it then.
Yep.
So Arthur, maybe if you want to have like a closing statement before we leave for today.
Sure. I just want to really thank you, Mary, for having me here. It's been very, very great. I want to thank the audience as well. Thank you guys for coming. Thanks for the questions. And we always look forward to you guys reaching out to give us suggestions and everything for us to improve ourselves. And again, the thing that you have to go back with right now is that we are the first users of our solutions. And so far, it's been so great. So thank you guys. And we encourage you guys to take a look at our Iris app. The Android version is out. The Apple version is coming soon. And we really encourage you guys to check our P2P. And we encourage you to use our stacking solution. And mostly, and we really encourage you to check our website and our roadmaps and everything. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you, Arthur, for coming. And I would like to ask you if you like pineapple on your pizza or not.
Yeah.
That's the most important question here.
Yeah. Pineapple on the pizza. Yeah, I like it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right. You're welcome back then, Arthur.
Thanks.
No, seriously, I hope I wish you the best of luck for the project.
Thank you.
Iris, and it was a pleasure here to host you here at Crypto Miners. And we would like to welcome you back anytime and tell us more about your project and the progress of it.
Sure. So, I would be delighted to be back. And thank you, Mary, for everything. Thank you for having us here. So For sure, we will be posting our progress in our Telegram, and we will be more than happy to be here back again to talk to you guys.
Great. Thank you so much, guys. And I will have a little contest here at the end because we have one more prize to give away, I think. So
Yep.
Let's see. We will have a who's making the clapping emoji first?
Let's see.
The clapping.
Unfortunately, I didn't pay attention to those, so maybe.
I don't see any clapping emojis.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Do you find the emojis? The clapping emojis? Clap your hands emojis. Oh, Gibson. Yeah.
Oh, look at that, Gibson.
Gibson, you were first, so I'll put you to the list, all right?
All right. That sounds good.
All right, guys. And we have another AMA coming up in 30 minutes. So take a sip of water, have something to eat, take a walk in the park or something, and then come back, all right?
Cool.
And you are welcome too to come, Arthur, if you want.
Sure,
if you're not busy doing
Yep.
busy things.
Thanks. Great talking to you,
It was
Mary.
a pleasure having you here.
Yeah, the pleasure is mine.
See you later, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.